You know, I was, as a vice chair of the DNC, I was required to remain neutral in Democratic primaries, and over time, you know, I was trying to make sure that in this presidential election, that people in the media, people in the community, that leaders, they were talking about what I feel is this core issue of war and peace, and what qualities we look for in the person who's going to be our next commander-in-chief. No one appreciates and understands peace more than those who've experienced war firsthand. I worked in a medical unit during my first deployment. I was in Iraq, about 40 miles north of Baghdad, and every single day I saw firsthand that high human cost of war. It's something that I carry with me in my heart every single day. It's what motivated me largely to run for Congress, to ask you to let me work for you, to bring voice to those who have not been heard, and to make sure that we stop sending our troops into these unnecessary interventionist regime change wars. So I started getting really frustrated because war is real. The cost of war is real. And the fact that this issue was not being treated with the attention and the importance that it deserves frustrated me deeply, and I knew that I had to take action. I resigned from the DNC so that I could endorse Senator Bernie Sanders because I am confident that he has the good judgment, he has the foresight, and he has that military mindset that we as soldiers look for in our commander-in-chief, to know when it is necessary, as it is sometimes, to use our American military power, and just as importantly, when not to use that military power. I've seen those qualities in Senator Bernie Sanders, both from his track record, his vote against the Iraq War, and his promise to stop sending our men and women, to stop spending trillions of your hard-earned taxpayer dollars overseas funding these interventionist regime change wars and these failed efforts at nation building that always follow, and rather invest those resources in nation building our communities and investing in our future right here at home. And that is what is at stake in this election. When we talk about the important programs that we need here in Hawaii, when we talk about the need to invest in our infrastructure, to invest in our schools, to make sure that people are able to afford access to health care, to take care of our veterans and make sure that they get the benefits and care that they need, all of this costs money. If we're spending trillions of dollars nation building and funding these wars overseas, we end up in the position that we're in here today. You can't afford to do both. So I'm supporting Bernie Sanders and asking all of you to make sure that Hawaii carries for Bernie on and let our voices be heard in taking this stand and making this choice about who we select as our next president and who we want to be our next commander-in-chief. Now please, please, please join me in giving Jane Sanders a wonderful, aloha-filled welcome here to Hawaii. Welcome, Jane.